it's going to suck. I know I keep on showing you guys, but it's bad. See, they've already gone over here. Little buggers. Wait a damn minute, buggers. This is an issue.
Oh, Mom.
Oh, wow.
Am I doing with you?
No. But yeah, the root mealies are a bit of a bugger. Okay, it feels very weird doing plant care here on the kitchen island. The kitchen island is completely clear, but we've been doing this like new thing lately with the kids that I think it's like 4 times a day they have to sit at the table with their big chair with us. So yeah, it's nice that the kitchen island is clear all of the time, but I have a lot of Hoya care to get on with. So I thought I'm going to start filming for my Hoya care day video. It's going to be a very long video. I'm probably going to have to, I've got a feeling I'm going to have to split it up into 2 like I did the last time. But I know that you guys love the Hoya care, so I don't want to split it up or anything or like scrap any footage. So I'm just going to get started. I've set a timer for an hour. I'm going to do an hour tonight. I have to go to work tomorrow, so I want to, enjoy a little bit of my evening, but I do want to get started because like I said, there is a lot that needs to be done. A lot. Hello everyone, welcome to my jungle story. I'm Jacqueline, and yeah, you're going to be seeing me in lots of different clothes and all that and different times of the day. I don't know how long it's going to take me until I get to finishing this video. I'm going to set myself a goal that I'm going to get all of the Hoya care done that I need to get done, and it's a lot because I think I have to look at almost every single one of my Hoyas. Yeah, but one that I desperately need to get on with that looks absolutely awful, and it's a crime what I'm doing to this plant, it really is. That is my Hoya Mathilde. So I'm going to bring it over. I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera how awful this plant looks, but it's looking very sad. Very, very sad. She, on one side, is completely bleached. All of her leaves are curled up, but this plant has an incredibly bad case of mealybugs, the worst that I have ever had. I'm going to sit down for this because this is going to take a while. I have to completely restart with this plant, which is very sad, and I shouldn't have let it get so bad, but there's even mealybugs like living in the rope. And I have to like douse this in alcohol, but it's bad. I'm so sorry. There's even mealybugs like falling on. I have been treating this with systemic, like the harsh stuff. I do work. I don't know if this video is going to be coming up before or after, probably after, but I do have a discount code for Rootsome. That is a biological like pest. Oh my word. Okay, wait, I need to concentrate here. Let me just get this rope thing off. It is actually disgusting. Are they alive? Oh yeah, that's a big one that's alive. Yeah, like I said, I've been treating this with systemic, but this is bad. Very bad. I have to start this plant over, completely over. Okay, I'm just going to, they're even on the pot. They're even living on the pot. Yeah, I don't know. Do you see in there how bad it is, the mealies? It's so bad. Here as well, on the leaves. Yeah, just everywhere, everywhere. This plant bloomed for me, and wow. I don't think I've ever seen an outbreak this bad before. Like in person, I mean. It's also all very, very sticky. I've got a feeling I'm going to have to like dump this. I'm just going to start cutting because I do want to show you guys. This is bad. Do you see? It's like the worst case that I've ever had. Yeah, I'm just going to, it's also, I have a lot of leaves here that are burnt. Yeah, it's summer now, so, oh, I feel gross. The sun has been quite harsh. I probably should have watered this before taking cuttings. Am I going to have to dump all of this? I do still have cuttings of a Mathilde on upstairs. Part of me is thinking, I think I'm just going to go and get them and start a new plant, because how am I going to get all of these mealies? You know, when it's too much and it's like very overwhelming. These leaves are also very wrinkly. Like I said, I probably could have watered. It's just this plant bloomed for me. And I feel like if I'm starting over with a brand new plant, it's going to suck. I want to like ask you guys, maybe I should do like a live repot, then you guys can tell me what to do. This is bad. This is really bad. I could check here as well. It's so bad. They're big as well. I've never seen them that big. Okay. I'm glad I've got cuttings, and luckily enough, the cuttings that I do have, they were from this plant. And they also, it bloomed for me. You know, that's why I'm having such a hard time deciding what to do with it. I need to stop touching it. This is full of the sap from them as well. Oh my word.
1 hour later.
I know I keep on showing you guys, but it's bad. It's just like, it's really bad. This is gonna hurt. There are some really nice like cuttings here. Maybe I should just try and save those. This vine looks quite good actually. This is a vine that has flowered as well. So I think what I'm gonna do is, this one's got quite nice splashiness as well. Yeah, it is the Mathilde splash. And I think I'm just going to chop it up, but I am going to soak this first before I do that. Or I could actually chop them up first. This new growth does look very, very bad. There's a peduncle there. Again, these cuttings might not do anything because it's the plant is not like super dehydrated, but it's definitely not doing its best, that's for sure. But I will douse these in alcohol, and also if you get like a little tray like this and you let them soak, I think I read somewhere that you only have to do like maybe 15 minutes, but I'm going to leave it for a while, in just like soapy water with neem oil, just like actually most of the components that I have in my little concoction. That one's a nice one. That's a nice cutting. Okay, I'm glad I didn't decide to just go for it, you know. So I have those. I'm just going to see what's savable, because like the ones that have gone, that I've lost their splashiness, I want to get rid of those. That's okay. It's mainly at the base of something like that. There's another one. Yay. Okay, the rest I'm just going to dump, which is sad Very sad. I got some really nice ones here, but, oh, actually, that one's okay. That one's okay. Does have a lot of meteors on it, but that's okay. Going to soak it. Every single time I think I'm done, I'm not. Yeah, it's going to be like a 50-50 whether these cuttings make it or not. It's definitely one that doesn't... It does in, I would say, like spring, autumn, winter. Put this one on the south facing window and it's happy. But in the summer, not happy. Okay, this one actually feels like quite a good one. There's not a lot of splash on there though. But it does have a really nice peduncle. Are there any other ones with really nice juicy peduncles? Oh, and this plant went through such a hard time blooming for me as well. Okay, I'm just going to... There's mealies on here as well. I'm going to take this outside. Actually, I'm going to soak this in here with it just to make sure that they're all dead. So I'll stick that in there and I'll soak it. And this is going outside. And I'll also give my hands like a really good clean. But yeah, make sure there's no mealies. I'm actually glad I decided not to do this in potting room because on a surface like this, I can see they've already gone over here. Little buggers. I can see them. So, you're dying. Oh, I feel gross. Yeah, I'm gonna take this out. Kill them. I might also actually shake my clothes out outside. There's no one living next to us yet. And get my concoction for the cuttings and just, I might just get a clean bowl actually because there's dirt in here. Make sure I get rid of any. Something that I do want to do in this video, but definitely it won't be tonight, is clean my south-facing window. Like I need to have a look, like I said, at each and every single one of my Hoyas, and I want to clean everything off, and I want to use Dettol, or I'll use like alcohol spray, like pure alcohol, to make sure because it's on the windowsill that I struggle with them. I haven't had mealies anywhere else, even on the Hoyas that I've put on this windowsill here. This is north facing, I think it's northeast or north. I have seen one or two on the wilbur graves that I've moved here because it was starting to bleach quite bad on the south facing window, so I had to move it. But I did tackle that very, very quickly. It's just the mathilde was hanging up and I don't know, it just got out of hand very, very quickly. But I feel like it's worse on the south facing window because it gets very, very hot there. And if you watched my how to get rid of mealy bugs video, I do talk a little bit in there about how mealy bugs love high temperatures. They love high temperatures. So, you know, it's just normal. I have so many Hoyas. I also work in a garden center, so I'm guaranteed to bring them home, like 100%. There's no way around it, you know, it's just have to try and find. I haven't tried to tackle mealy bugs like in a way, like with Rootsum, with using good bugs. I haven't done it with mealies. I am, however, going to be trying it. I'll also include that in this video with root mealies. They also have a pest to battle that because that's something I am struggling with. In almost every single one, I actually didn't check. And actually, funny enough, I don't have root mealies here. That's so funny. Yeah, usually if I have mealies on the plant, like on the foliage, I'll also have it in the pot. Like that's usually, it's not always the case, but that's usually how it goes. So yeah, I'm going to battle that because I do not feel like repotting every single one of my Hoyas. Like that's just going to, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, especially with them doing so incredibly well. I'm just going to stress them out. So yeah, I'm going to take this outside and get all of the stuff. Okay, you guys saw me cleaning there. I'm gonna let that soak for the remainder of tonight. I have gotten a lot of the mealy bugs off, but I've gotten the strong stuff out to just clean my potting mat, because I'm going to get the other Mathilde cuttings now and make a new plant. I know it might seem like I'm being a little bit overboard, but I've never had an infestation like that when it comes to mealybugs. So I really do not want it to, you know, really get out of hand. And I feel like starting with that Mathilde, I made a good call because that was bad. Okay. That is probably the cleanest. I mean, look how dirty that was. That's the cleanest my potting mat has been in a very, very long time. I'm glad I did that. Okay, I brought over my little tray. I actually need to take care of these as well because I do have spider mites on my Polynera. And it's only on the Polynera, but yeah, I do need to treat them. But those here are the Mathilde ones. They're very, very nice and splashy. And I'm actually quickly going to look upstairs. I'm going to try and be quiet because the kids are sleeping. If I have any Mathildes upstairs in my spider farmer plant stand, because I think I did have some Mathildes that I was going to sell. I just want to have a look how splashy they are, and if they are really nice, then I'll pot them all up together. Okay, this one's not super splashy, but it's still quite pretty, but it does have the beginnings of mealybugs as well. I did also have mealybugs upstairs, not as bad. It's like minuscule, but I'm definitely going to take it out of this mix. And I don't know, the Mathilde seems to be one that's quite susceptible to mealybugs. But yeah, I'm not going to do this on here because I have to clean it again. I'm going to tip this outside, give it like a rinse off outside, and then I'll let this one soak a little bit in that mixture that I made, and then I'll pot it up. And I also have another treatment, but it's also preventative, that I'm also going to use for the mealybugs, because I also feel like potting this up, I'm going to slowly start doing things, but I am not going to put them back on the south-facing window until I've completely cleaned it. And this one, I think I'll end up putting it on a shelf here because the sun is too harsh for at the front there at the moment anyway. But yeah, I'm going to get rid of this soil mix and rinse it off outside because I don't want it to get bad. It's not bad at all, like it's minuscule. I think I could probably hardly show you, but I can still see the beginnings there, the little buggers. Oh, they love Hoyas, they really do. Yeah, it makes me think. I hope I don't have any here. This was in my akebar. So I do see spider mites on the Polyneras, which is sad because I've got my outer variegated Polynera here, which sucks. But I don't see any mealybugs. But anyway, I'm going to stop hovering this over here and do what I said I was going to do. I brought over my little stratum pin so I can just tip this out of there. Oh yeah, good roots. Good roots. You can see them sticking out the bottom. Doing well. I might as well like take care of this whole tray. Just getting rid of some dead roots in here. I always let this dry out and then I can pull out if there are any dead roots from previous plants. But the Mathilde, oh, there's some really nice splashy ones here. Okay. No mealies. Oh, I do see the beginnings of a peduncle as well. That's also promising. Okay, so there's one cutting. It's got nice roots. Okay, it's going to focus on me instead of everything else. It's just so typical. That's the root system. Looks pretty good. Okay, so that's one. I was actually just going to make new like props of plants to trade or to sell. But it's a good thing I took them. Because look what happened with the mother plant. Need to get some of that stratum off, but anyway. Take some more out. Yeah, I'm happy that this one, but it does seem to be one that reverts quite quickly. But I'm happy I decided to propagate it because by the looks of these cuttings, I'm already going to have quite a nice full plant. Okay, is that all of them? Yes, it is. Okay, the rest I'm just going to leave there. Get rid of some of this stratum on here. Probably could clean them, but I'm not going to bother with that. I've left the other one to soak for like 5 minutes because I was able to get them all off because there wasn't that much. But I just want to make sure, you know. Because the teeny tiny little baby ones, it's those that are the little buggers. Okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They all have quite decent root systems. I'm thinking of putting it. I was using the Anthurium and Orchid mix from Soil Ninja, but I prefer this Hoya mix from Supertanica for my Hoyas, just because with the Anthurium and Orchid mix, will you stop coming in and out? It's that schmool that I don't like. That's why I shut up. Bye. Don't press any buttons. Honestly. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah. I just prefer this mix because it holds onto moisture a lot better, and I noticed that the Mathilde is a little bit more of a thirsty one, and it's just this mix suits my care approach to Hoyas a lot better than the Anthurium Orchid mix. The Anthurium Orchid mix is very, very chunky, and some of my Hoyas absolutely love it, but they're just a little bit more drought tolerant, if you get what I mean. So yeah, I think I'm going to put this in like the same size pot that it was in. I'm not going to be using that pot. I'm going to let that soak for the rest of the night. I'm not taking any chances. I'll just get a new pot. And yeah, put it in that pot. But then a part of me is thinking, I'm definitely going to still let this one trail. So there's actually a couple of Hoyas that I want to take off trellises, but I do have to be like mindful because there's not a lot of spots I can let them trail or let them hang up. I've got one spot here on the north facing window, but I'm going to be putting another one on there that just started showing signs of bleachings like the beginning of spring. So I think that one just prefers not as high of light. I'm rambling and I literally have like maybe 15 minutes before my alarm goes off. Anyway, I might carry on until I finish this. I don't know. I'm just going to go get a pot. I'm going to shut up and get a pot. Okay, I've got my pot. Oh, it smells like peppermint in here as soon as you walk in here because of this concoction. Okay, I've brought over the other one. There's no ways that there's still a mealy on here. Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. Is that a mealy? It looks like maybe a baby one, like right in the nook. I want to take a chance. I'm going to treat anyway. I'll use like the preventative measures, you know, with the neem oil and everything like that, but I don't see any other ones. But yeah, I did have a good root system in that little pot. So I'm going to pot this one up with this. It's not like super splashy. I'm going to put it in this pot. Eesh, my hands. Yeah, it's not a super big pot. It's probably the pot it was in before. Well, then again, I'm starting a new plant. It's a little bit bigger. Why do you always do that? What's up with the face? You look like you're up to no good. You're always up to no good. That's where our son gets it from. And definitely Maya. What? What'd you say? I can't hear you. Ooh, this is already quite full. How am I going to get soil in there? Okay, this is already quite full. I'm going to get a copyright today. Why did you think of that song?
Really short.
Ah, okay, well. This is very fine, intricate work. Okay, this is not easy with so many cuttings. Lexi? What you doing? Oh, they're falling out. Okay, I'm going to have to keep this one out to fill it up, and then I'll get it in there. See, if I were to do this with a chunky mix, it would be even harder because of all the chunky pieces. But, yeah. It's still intricate work, but because it's a little bit more dense. Lexi, you can come inside. Come. I do have to say it does feel good throwing that plant away, even though I am sad about it. But, you know, when it's that bad, I'm just like worried for my other Hoyas. It's definitely, I mean, it was hanging up and it was away from the other plants, but still, like a plant that was less than maybe like 2-3 feet away from it, also hanging up, was the Hoya linearis. I'm very surprised that one does not have mealies, because I have been watching that plant like a hawk. Because I've been told that when that one gets mealies, it's awful. Like, it's absolutely awful. It's so hard to get rid of. So I obviously don't want that. And I am very surprised that that one doesn't have any. Okay, Jacqueline, don't rush. If this is the only thing you get done today, that is okay. Okay, this one is a little bit too deep. Did you hear that oomph? I sometimes wonder, like, does the mic pick up that stuff? Because when I'm editing, I can't hear it. But then sometimes when I upload to YouTube, I can hear it. It's weird. Oh, it's taking some serious concentration. Okay, you very pretty leaf. You need to come up a little bit more. Oh, I'm glad I'm finally starting this Hoya care video, because I've been procrastinating and putting it off for so long, because I had in my head that I was going to do it all in one day, but that's not possible. Not with the kids being home and it being, there's still 5 weeks to go. There's still 5 weeks to go of summer holidays, so there's no ways. And I needed to get it done before the end of the summer. Even now, I've started noticing that at night, it's already starting to like cool down more. I mean, we can still get like heat waves. They're really random, but they have been for the last couple of years. You know when you're like really looking forward to summer and then summer's here and then it's just been either too hot or, like, I work in a garden center and it's just a giant greenhouse. So even if it's only mid-20s, it's still hot in there. Give it a good shake, because in the middle I am a little bit worried that there's not enough. So yeah, I'm not over summer, I'm not, but I'm going to be glad when it's over. Okay, I still need to get this one in here. Come on, roots, work with me. all I can smell is peppermint and the Dettol. I'm usually not super careful with things like that. But like I said, that's the worst I've ever seen it. And I don't want to see that on another plant. Because although I love to propagate, I've not propagated all of my Hoyas. And it's a good thing I'm doing this now because we still have a good 2 months, like 2 months of good weather. And then it starts going downhill. So this is the time to act. That's why I need to do it now. Okay, I've done a pretty good job, if I say so myself. It's very full, very full. I'll probably only, because yeah, these are in stratum, and I also, this Hoya here that I took from upstairs, I also watered it yesterday, or the day before. So I'll wait until tomorrow, because if you put propagations that are wet, or like a plant that's wet, into a mix that's dry, you still, like, it can dry out very, very quick within 24 hours. So it's a little bit sticky from the neem oil. But I'm liking the look of that. I'm just making sure that it's good and covered. But if there are some pockets, I'm not worried about it. Oh, that looks good. Okay, so there is my alarm's gone off. It's time. Okay, Zoot. My alarm's gone off, but I just want to finish one tray. Okay. I'm going to finish the tray. So yeah, that is my new, come on, focus. That's my new Hoya Mathilde. It's still pretty good. Like, it's very full at the top, isn't it? Hoya Mathilde splash. But yeah, I'm going to put this somewhere over here. Because that one doesn't really like the intensity of the south-facing window at the moment. I probably will put it back in. Oh, my battery's going to die. Okay, I'm just going to clean this up and change the battery. Okay, I just want to finish this tray tonight. That's my goal. I do not know if this, oh, it is. I'm aware there's root mealies in the damn stratum. What the heck? And yet they weren't. I've never seen that before. There's no mealies on the plant, but it's root mealies. Can you see that in there? It's quite obvious in the stratum. It's like white. I've never seen that before. This one is actively growing-ish, but I need to take it out of here. Huh. That's so weird. I've never had that in stratum before. I don't know if it's going to. I'll try and zoom in. But if I leave it in here now, I'm going to have to sterilize all of this. It's fine. There's not a lot in there anyway. Need to sterilize it anyway. That's so weird. I've never seen that before. Okay, I'm just going to take all of them out, and then I think I'm going to get a little bowl and put the same concoctions in there, because I'm going to be putting them in new medium anyway. And the best way to, I know that the best way to get rid of root mealies is to, check that, that's a polyneura, is to just sterilize and give it a new medium. So I'll let these soak for a little bit. Oh my word, this is rooted. I also know that root mealies, if they don't have any roots to feed on, they do eventually die. So check that. From polyneura. That's insane. Okay, yeah, this will be the last thing that I do tonight. So afterwards, I will give this like a good clean. The cutting that I bought from My Botanica, the polyneura, it was just a cutting, like it didn't have any roots whatsoever. I bought it with these 2 leaves here. It's already giving me those 2 leaves, but yeah, they look a bit because I've got spider mites in my... Spider mites love polyneura. And I do have them in here. Oh, that's sad. Buggers. Another Polynera. Geez, roots very, very nicely. I'm just going to take them all out. And some of them, this one is burnt here because it was leaning up against, I have my akebar right up against the south-facing window. I actually want to move it. I know I've said that a million times, but I really do. I'll clean out the Hoyas in there because it's only Hoyas, and then I'll move it. Maybe start like new Hoya propagations because I need to take care of all of them in there anyway. It's so weird. They look exactly like regular mealies. I know they're not the same, but still buggers. Yeah, this one's quite bad. It's quite on a lot of the roots. So I'll give this like a good clean out. Just leave it in there. And I'm gonna go and get my little bowl and do that. And just like wiggle them around in there and soak them out a bit. Yeah, I've just put the same thing in here. The neem oil, peppermint, dishwash liquid, and the alcohol. Is that everything? Yeah. Give them a good soak in here. It's also going to, you know, kill off any spider mites that the Polyneras have. I actually have a Hoya in here that I always forget the name of. I remember I took a print screen because I got this one for free from Perfect Hoya, and it's a very pretty one. Yeah, I'll put the name on screen, but it's this one. I got it for free at my Botanica. I do want to pot that one up, like separate, obviously, but I think I'm going to pot all of these up, like separately. I am going to cut off this yucky growth. Or maybe I should just leave it. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and I need 2 clear pots. The other ones I'll just put in nursery pots because they are just cuttings that I like to have backups, but then I also like to, like, trading or selling them. I love trading more. It's more fun. I'm not necessarily out to sell plants, although it is fun, obviously, also. I usually just use that money to buy more plants. Oh, I forgot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's my sign that I need to wrap it up for tonight because I've forgotten already. 1, 2, 3, 6. Yes. So 6. I need 2 clear ones and 4 regular ones. Okay, I've also brought over my DIY Hoya mix that I make for, like, props. I don't use this. This is, like, for my plants. And I'll leave that to soak a little bit more, and I'll just take it out one by one. I'm actually, because they were mealies, I mean like root mealies, I'm going to go dump this outside and I'm going to give it another wipe because I don't want to, you know, I want to be safe. I don't know, when it comes to mealies, root mealies or regular mealies, I don't want to take a chance. There we go. I think I've cleaned my potting mats so many times, you know, just to be safe. So I'm going to do my ones first. Do my baby first. It is a shame about those leaves with the damage, but I'm going to leave them. I just cannot believe those roots. I got this cutting from, I think it's called Houseplant Joy. The cutting with the 2 leaves without any roots was, I think I paid like 10 euros. And yeah, her booth was, she had amazing prices, like amazing prices. I got something else from her, a Hoya species Gayo, Gayo, I don't know the right way of saying that. But yeah, I'm going to do that. Put it in that little pot. It's yeah, my Botanica was the 24th of May. It is the 29th of July. Like, that's amazing. Oh, the baby phone. Zoet? Zoet?
Yep.
Can you plug the baby phone in? Just checking. See if there's any root mealies on there. That is the one thing about root mealies, is you do see them quite quickly. But they are bugger. Again, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one, I think I might just put it like in that area, because this area seems to be the most pest free in my home at the moment. And this one also, the Polyneura, doesn't seem to be one. I featured the Polyneura, the regular one, in my low light plants video. So yeah, I can also tell that it's not only damage from spider mites, but it's also damage from, it's like bleaching going on. But if you look past all of that, the leaves are very, very pretty. Like, very pretty. You can see it's slightly bleached, and yeah, the damage from the spider mites, but it looks good. Oh, I'm so excited I've got this plant. So excited. So yeah. Ooh. Put that one next to the Mathilde. And then the other one that I'm going to keep. Where are you? Here you are. Give you another good shake. Oh yeah, it does a really good job of getting it off. I think it's the neem oil, like the oiliness, that really helps it, you know, like come off. It's growing kind of awkwardly. It does have a new growth point there, but it's fine. You know, it was cutting. Wow. Like, all of these were cuttings. They didn't have any roots whatsoever. Like those two. It's amazing. I should actually be spraying my Hoyas more with this concoction that I use. I use it as a preventative measure for all pests, because it is good for like all pests. But when it comes to my Hoyas, I definitely don't clean them off. Speaking two languages, yeah. I don't clean them off enough, definitely. Oh, bugger, I just thought of something else I really need to do. I said another 10 minutes, but it's already been 20 minutes. It's just all of the nonsense that you gotta go and get. Like, once you got everything, it's quite quick. Okay, looks kind of awkward and funny, but it's fun. Ooh, roots pushing out the side there. But there is that one. So pretty. I already can see, yeah, some of the roots pushing on the outside. Oh, nice roots, nice roots. Okay, so those are two of my plants. And then I've got these, which are just cuttings. Oh yeah, definitely the oil. I can feel it on the roots, that oh, there's some broken off there, that's fine. It just completely gets rid of it. I feel like I'm doing like the world of good for these plants. I bought over 4 nursery pots. Make sure that none of them have tags on them. Yes, they do. You know what? I'll pull them off. No, if I pull them off when they're already potted in, I can disturb the plant. But my hands are wet. Okay, I was not expecting that to happen, but anyways. Okay. I had a cactus in that one and a cactus in this one as well. I also don't like doing plant care when I've got long nails. Everything gets... I'll cut my nails. later. Yeah, I've got one that's slightly bigger because there was one that had quite a huge root system. Which one was that? Was it this one? I think it was. Yeah, definitely. This is insane. This one actually doesn't have any damage from like spider mites or anything, but look at that. Like, that's crazy. I'm gonna put that in the bigger one, in this one. It's only slightly bigger. And then these will go in the plant stand upstairs. But like I said, I did see the beginnings on that one Mathilde. So I think tomorrow I only have to work half a day. I'm going to, I'll ask Mitch just now. He's gaming right now, but if tomorrow I can just go in there and give everything like a good clean and spray. Maybe I will just do like a big bucket. I could do that. But then the ones that are in soil, that's not really going to work. Like the water propagations, they're fine. Oh, it's got 2 growth points actually. Yeah, this one looks quite good. Happy about that. But yeah, it has rooted very nicely in there. Okay, that's one, and I'm just going to be doing, I'll put it here at the front. I'm just going to be doing the exact same thing with the other one, so I'll speed it up for you guys. Okay, I've done all of them. I'm just going to rinse my hands in here. So, I've got 4. There's actually quite a couple of them have like more than 1 growth point. Like this one here actually has 2. But yeah, those are 4 Hoya polyneras. Yeah, some of the leaves look a little bit damaged, but I think it's going to be fine. But I'm happy I got all of that done. But like I said, there was one thing that I did also think of that I need to do. I got 2 Hoya cuttings from Kim. Thank you so much. You know who you are. I got them today. And it was actually just supposed to be a package with euphorbia seeds that I really want to try. And it's stunning euphorbia. But she also popped in some Hoya cuttings. I actually don't know what they are yet. I have messaged her, but I've not looked at my phone since then. So, but I'll pop on screen what the names of them are anyway. But they are cuttings, so I do need to do something with them. But now I'm thinking, if I put them into that stratum, that's like a recipe for disaster, isn't it? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick them in water. I think that's like the safest bet. But I'm going to show you them quickly. I'm just going to stick them in water. There is a very, very big one in here. Okay, need to be smart about this. I'm going to put these on the end of the island. Oh yeah, no, I did clean my mat again. But I just... gonna fold it up. But yeah. There's 2 Hoya cuttings in here, and one of them is absolutely huge, Kim. You should not have done that. Oh, there's a peduncle in here. I don't know what this is. What is this? Yeah, I need to check my phone. But you guys will already have seen it on screen. It's already looking like a tiny bit wrinkled, but it is obviously a cutting that she took. And she did wrap it in tissue paper, so it's very sweet. But yeah, oh, this looks like maybe some type of lacunosa. Maybe I could guess before. It does look like a lacunosa. I don't know. It does also have a peduncle. That's very interesting. But yeah, that is the first little cutting that she gave me. It's so cute. And then this one. I think this is a species Saba, I think. I recognize, I don't know if it is, obviously. But I mean, wow. It's very thick. It doesn't feel like my species Saba. But look at the size of that leaf. Like compared to my hand, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. Like that's a big cutting. Like you did not have to do that. How am I going to do this in water? I'm trying to think, do I have cups of stratum anywhere else that have not been in that bin now? I could actually just stick this into soil, but I'm a little bit nervous about that. What am I going to do? That one's easy. That one I can just stick in water. I don't see any pests on here anyway. But as a preventative measure, I'm just going to, because I use that to prevent them anyway. And then this one as well. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this leaf separate. It's huge. Yeah. Give it like a good clean. Okay, we good. Trying to think if I have like a jar, but this is very heavy. This is very heavy to like put into something. Even actually putting it into stratum, it's just gonna flop out. Maybe I should stick it in moss, but I'm not good with moss. I'm really not good with moss. Okay, I'm gonna stick this into one of my, I've got like Hoya propagation, water propagations in my Ikea Mills bow. I'll put them in there because there's already Hoya's rooting in there. So the rooting hormone, that they release is already in there. I am, however, wait, no, what's the bottom? That's the top. Okay, that's the bottom. I'm going to take this leaf at the bottom here off. I think it's a lacunosa because it's got white sap. I don't know why I think that. Let that sap over for a bit. I'm going to try and look for a vessel for this. I'm going to see what I've got. Okay, I know this looks like overkill, but I've only filled it up to here. And just because I needed something with the size to hold this. Because I also don't want to be wobbling it around all the time. And what I'm going to do, I think this is the species Saba. I think. It's had a good clean. I'm going to stick this. It's just, I don't want it to be in too much water though. Okay, I'm just going to stick it in there. This holds it up. Stick that one in there as well, actually. Actually, no, I will stick this one with the other one because it's got rooting hormone in there. But that's a bit too much water. Doesn't need a hell of a lot. Yeah, I would preferably put this into stratum. That's just my preferred method. Yeah, that's good. I'm just going to have to keep an eye on it. It's not very high, but obviously it's got quite the width. It's around about to here. I just didn't want to put too much of the leaves underwater. However, I don't really think that's an issue. But anyway, I'm going to keep an eye on it. And as soon as it starts rooting, obviously the water will start to go down. But this way, it's going to stay in the same spot. I'll put this in my cabinet. I would preferably like to put this in my akebar, if I'm being honest. Yeah, no, I'm going to put this in my... I could put this in my plant stand upstairs. It's... Hoyas, I'm loving it in there. Yeah, I'm going to see. I'm just going to leave this on the edge of the kitchen, actually. The rule was to keep this clear. No, I'm going to put everything that needs to go upstairs in a tray and I'll put it here. So that's when we go to bed just now. I'll put it in front of the plant stand because I don't want to make the zipping noise because that does wake up the kids. And I will put this upstairs. But I am going to have to watch it because the plant stand goes up to, like, the last couple of days has been going up to 34 degrees. So that's very, very hot. I have been keeping up humidity in there as well. I've added a little bit of, I've added like a little mini humidifier. It's keeping up humidity really, really well in there. Yeah, I'm going to put this into that propagation vessel with Hoyas that are already rooting. It will encourage this one to root a lot faster. Thank you again, Kim. You didn't have to do that at all. I will probably do the euphorbia seeds like in a separate video with you guys. Because I'm very intrigued to try those out. Very intrigued. And yeah, hopefully they do well. But they're Hoyas. They'll be fine. I always have quite good luck with them. Oh, they all smell so nice. Okay, yeah, I will see you guys, I guess, the next time that I do anything Hoya related. Okay, I had to do, I don't know if I'm going to do voiceover, well, you guys would have already seen by now what I was going to do. But yeah, first Matteo was napping and then he decided that he wants to go in and out, in and out, in and out. And it was just chaos. So what I've done in that time is I've potted up. I don't think I mentioned this, but In my last Hoya Care Day, I potted up the Hoya Bella with you guys, the cuttings that I took off my mom's huge plant. And I don't know what happened, but that plant just, it was almost gone. It was almost gone. So I took it out of its soil and I propagated it in water, and it, as you saw, had amazing roots. It was rooting very, very well. So I've potted it back up. Now that it's rooted a bit better, I have given it also a little bit more of a dense mix, because I think watering wise, that one does prefer more water. And then the cuttings, oh, I've completely forgot about one. I'll do that one with you guys. The Hoya Bella, I have the leader bows, which is the inner variegated one, and the outer variegated one, both from Perfect Hoya. They were cuttings that I bought at My Botanica. Yeah, unrooted cuttings. They were just like in a little baggie. And yeah, they all rooted very, very nicely. So I potted them up. These are little, I think it's 7 centimeter pots. I'm going to put them in my akebar. But there was one more that I forgot about. And that was this one. I soaked them all in this mixture because I did have spider mites in my akebar. I did see on this Hoya, the inner variegated, that there were spider mites on that one. I didn't see any spider mites on the other two, but I have heard that Hoya Bella, they are easy to get spider mites. Same with the Polynera as well. So giving them a good soak and a good clean. They're on their way back from the greenhouse. It's going to be loud again, but yeah, I didn't see any spider mites on this one, but this one has slowly started to bleach. It's not looking too hot, but it has rooted very, very nicely. So I think I'm going to pot this one up as well, but I think I need, yeah, I'm going to need like a tower pot. So I'll do that one with you guys now that I can talk, but they're on their way back. So I'm sorry if it gets loud. Oh, they've just harvested some grapes. Oh, that's so fun. Red and white grapes. Yummy. Did you clean them? Because he's... yeah, but tell him to slow down because he's shoving them in his mouth like he's not going to eat within the next week or something. Jeez.
Ja, mijn moet ook die groene beest. Protein.
Protein, yeah. Protein bugs. That's gross.
Eh?
That's gross. Okay, this is an issue because of the leaves. It's huge. I'm going to have to try and... I could just lean it like this. How am I going to like... This is hard. Okay, I'm just going to have to do it like that. Maybe like at an angle. Otherwise I'm not going to get everything in there. Yeah, at the same time, this could also be from spider mites. I have seen Hoya just like become more yellowy because of the spider mites. So it could also be from that. But the akebar was on my south-facing window. So it was getting that on top of the little SANSI grow lights. So yeah, I think it will be happier not getting that direct sun, because even my sun-loving Hoyas that I used to put in the akebar, they just bleach now. It's, you know, it's summer, it's too hot. I love the sun, but it's too hot. I had good roots though. All of the cuttings that I've bought from Perfect Hoya. I have some other ones as well, actually. I need to check on them and see if they've done anything. But yeah, that's that one. Huge, huge leaves. I don't really know how to display this. What I did before is I did that. But I can't do that with the tower pot unless I put like a little thing on top. It's just so big. This is an issue. I could just put like a little tray on here and do it that way, but if I put it down now... Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Let's see if there are any other Hoyas that I need to pot up. Any cuttings. He's going to have lovely poo later. The amount of grapes is eating. Yeah, let me put those in the akebar.
Een beetje donker, hè? Ja.
Nee, weet je papa? Ik hoor zo naar.
Oké, maar dan moet je er niet wachten.
Weet je papa?
Ja, maar ik ben er nog. Ik ben binnen, hè jongen. Het is niet...
No. Ah! Papa. I'll put her in a bed. You can go and get her. But I'd let that soak in here as well. Because I find it such a shame if I had to. I don't see any root mealies, but you know, I have to keep an eye on it. So, yeah, my battery died and my hands were dirty. So I've just cleaned up the island. I've put my Hoya mix in a bin, so I'm not dusting with that bag anymore. And so that this could soak for a while, just to make sure. And I'm gonna put it in, this is just like a recycled orchid pot from my work. It's a little bit bigger than what it was in, but not a lot. Which I wanted to clean everything to make sure I'm not getting root mealies again. It does have quite a nice root system. I wasn't expecting that. It's hard to see because it was full of algae. Because I had it, that was the pot I put it in, I think, after I got it. It was in a very chunky mix. It was also in my cabinet for a very, very long time. And then I took it out of my cabinet because it didn't really seem to be one that needed to be in a cabinet. And honestly, it doesn't. It's a Carnosa variety, so they are easy. But yeah, it's just, my first ever Carnosa, actually, apart from the Mathilde, but the first plants, Hoyas, that have gotten mealies has all been Carnosa varieties. There's like the Flamingo Dream. That one's a Carnosa variety. That one has had mealies. I got rid of that quite quickly though, and I haven't seen them back on there. There's this one, the Wilbur Graves. My first ever Hoya Carnosa, just like the regular one. It's a little bit splashy. I don't know which variety it is, but anyway. Isn't the Lacinosa related to the Carno? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But yeah, they've all had mealies. But funny enough, the one Hoya that hasn't got mealies, that I've already said this. I feel like I've already said this, is the Linearis. But yeah, the root mealies are a bit of a bugger. I have noticed this one slow down in growth ever since I saw the root mealies. The actual like mealies on the foliage, they don't really seem to bother this one. It's still growing. It's actually the same with the Flamingo Dream. It just kept on growing. I didn't actually see any signs that the mealies were bothering this plant. It was only when I went to shower down the plants that I noticed that it had mealies. Okay. This is one that I've actually also moved out of the south-facing window because I started noticing it also started to yellow, just like bleaching happening. I've put it by the SANSI 32 watt grow lights, and I'll see if I can try and show you on some of the other foliage, but it started to go pink. It's so pretty. So yeah, that's what that one is. I'm gonna put it in its cover pot. Here we go. Doesn't look like much right now, but you know, I will pot up the cuttings back in there. Now I just need to figure out how am I going to propagate this. Should I do it in stratum or... Mathilde, don't shout like that, please. Papa's gone to get Maya. Yeah. Oh, you can see it on this one. I don't know if I'm really going to be able to show you properly. You see it's got like a slight pinky tinge to it. Oh, I love this. This is such an easy one as well. I bought this on Facebook Market, or was it a second-hand website? I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it's got like a... Oh, it's just such a pretty one. It's so easy. I think I paid for that one leaf like 15 euros. It was quite expensive for the one leaf. What? What oak? Yeah, look, here's Maya. 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 Okay, wait. Oh, Maya. Maya. How's a bump on your head? Oh dear.
Mama.
Can you see Maya? Hey? Can you touch? Thank you.
Oh.
Can you see Maya? Oh, Maya.
Water.
Water, yeah. The plunges are soaking in the water.
Oh, my.
Oh,
What are
wow.
you doing,
No, 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 no. Okay.
No.
No, 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 no.
He does.
Angel, yeah, you got Angel. Okay. Lunch break.